Hi guys, this is Benji Productions here, and today this is going to be a very special video for my channel's 5-year anniversary. Today, we're going to be talking about the origins of how I got my Mr. Snow business. The year was 2018, and it was around Christmas time, and I was looking to expand my snowflake spinner collection. So, I went onto eBay and I started doing some research. And I found a few spinners I wanted to get, but they were not cheap. And one of the lots I do remember was a peppermint couple. It was the peppermint snowman with hair and the peppermint twist snowman. And they were both zip tied in the boxes. They were brand new. But the seller said that the snowwoman's arms didn't work and the peppermint snowman's hat arm didn't work. And they were being sold for $200, and that was out of my price range. That was too expensive. So I kept looking. And I also used to watch, I still watch Jimmy videos now. But, back then, I used to, watch a bunch of Jimmy videos. So, and I was on there. And there was this one channel called I Mean Snow Business. And around Christmas time, same exact time I was looking for things, they posted this video here announcing that they were going to be selling a bunch of spare stuff that they had and a bunch of stuff that they wanted to sell. So after, watching, the video and seeing everything that he had, it came to my conclusion that the things I wanted out of the lot mainly would have been the snow businesses. They would have been my first pick, and second place would have honestly probably been the red base blue vest, but I ended up with the snow businesses. But in fact, more facts about the bid auction was the fact that it actually ended on Christmas Eve, December 24th. That was when the bid auction ended, and the total price that I paid for them was $31. That was the initial auction price. It was only me and one other bidder. I know, $31. That sounds crazy for nowadays, seeing how much they go for. It's kind of sad. So after I got, all that, happened a few weeks later, they both arrived in my possession. And I wish I took pictures of them both. I used to have pictures of them both before I scrapped the dud one. But yeah, I honestly wish I had pictures of them both. I used to have videos of the one before I fixed the hat arm for the first time. Back when his arm was super wonky. But his arm went wonky a few times on me. Here's a picture of what the fried one looks like. Well, I wouldn't call it fried because I don't think it was fried. But it had a bunch of wire issues. The wiring inside of it was super brittle for some reason, because I ended up scrapping him for parts, and the reason why he leaned was because, the reason why his hips in general didn't work was because he was missing a spinning knob. He didn't have no spinning knob at all, which is why his legs could be floppy, which is why his entire hip mech could, be moved so easily, because he didn't have a knob to hold it in place. And I think he was also missing the back part, the pin, the little peg piece in the back that, keeps it center. He was missing that too. His hip mech, I think, was scrapped. I think he was also missing the square shaft too, but I'm not sure on that. It's been a long time since I scrapped him, so I don't remember that. But he had a super nice cosmetics. He had a super nice round head, and I honestly did prefer the fried cosmetics, the skin that the fried one had over my non-fried one. I mean, my non-fried one is really nice too, but I honestly preferred the fried one's appearance personally over the other one. The cosmetics on the fried one just looked better, in my opinion. But I ended up scrapping it. And I can tell you where some of the parts went. The snowflakes actually were the first thing that I parted out on it. believe it or not. The first thing to be used on it were the snowflakes, and the lights went to my Hats Off to Santa. So the blue LEDs, or the blue lights that my Hats Off to Santa have, are the exact same lights that the snow business used to have. So by this point, it's around March of 2019, late March, early April, and back then my mother used to help me with, like, fixing them, because I had, like, no experience and I didn't really know what to do at the time. So we decided, after we parted that one out for parts, it was two of them, the Ice Ice Baby Snowman, which needed a whole bunch of mechanical work done, and the Snow Business both were fixed the same day. And the Ice Ice Baby needed new screws for the boots, it needed a whole bunch of work done, which that can be a whole nother video for itself, as that thing was absolutely messed up when I got it. So, back to the Snow Business. So, basically, we had to fix the hat arm, and we opened it up to discover that the entire time the hat arm was messed up was because it had a loose... I don't remember if it was, like, disconnected, like, capacitor part. I think it was the capacitor the first time. The second time the arm started to act up, it was a wire. It was either a capacitor or a wire for the first time that the arm was having issues. So, my mom just simply reconnected the piece, and both arms started working better. The spinning arm didn't really spin either, but after we did that, the spinning arm and hat arm both worked super fast, and it worked great for a few years until, I would like to say, around 2021. As seen in this footage that I took from 2021, the hat arm is no longer working properly. It's starting to do the glitch thing, and at first when it began to do it again, it would only do it on lower batteries. So if you had it on fresh batteries, it would work normally, but then it got worser to where it wouldn't, the arm eventually simply would barely move at all. And another reason on why I had to open it anyways, as you will see in the footage, is that the 10-tooth gear in the spinning arm finally gave out, or was in the process of giving. I mean, it was splitting when I got it in 2019, but I'm talking, as you can see here, the arm will literally, it barely could spin the snowflakes around on lower batteries. So, and another thing I also did to it too around this time was I also took the old belt out the hips, because the hips used to be like super squeaky, and I replaced the belt with a tighter belt that I had, and the refurbishment went successful. It actually went really well, and I haven't had any problems with it ever since. And now I think it will be a good time to talk about what happened to the Fried Snow Business cosmetics. So, as for the body fur itself, I don't exactly know if I still have that. I think it got thrown out. I know I have the tuxedo, the base, and the hat and stuff like that. I still have all that, including all the plastic pieces. I don't think I have the board either, but I know I have the plastic pieces from him. I have the tuxedo and the bow tie, and fact, those cosmetics actually got reused a few times for a custom blue vest that I had, which I will be showing pictures of that now. Now, one thing to note about this custom is that at first he didn't really have the tuxedo on. He just wore the bow tie, which I thought looked like really, really nice on him. But then one day I decided to try the tux on him, and it looked really, really nice. But about a few months after I made the custom, well, I wouldn't really call it a custom, it was just a regular blue vest with the tuxedo slapped on it. I mean, it looked really, really nice with the outfit. I ended up getting a lot of 3 spinners, and one of the spinners that was in that lot was my 2006 blue vest, which needed a whole new hat mechanism. It needed 2 of the 4 gears replaced. Well, it didn't need, like, new plastic. The plastic in it was good, though, at least. And I ended up parting this one out to get the pieces that I needed for it. So as you can see in these pictures here, this is basically the pictures of me taking them apart and basically disassembling the custom one and the 06 one both at the same time, taking the parts out of the other one that I needed and basically scrapping the custom one and fixing the 06 Blue Vest. Well, that's everything I have to say about, the origins of my Mr. Snow business for my 5-year anniversary on being on YouTube. But I do have one thing I must say before I go. Thank you to everybody who is subscribed and who has been watching my content. You are very cool. This is Benji Productions, signing off.